Welcome back to LoyalTzzz podcast. I'm here with the boy from all the previous videos, and his new name is... I was about to call you Jinxie.
No, it's Blinky.
Blinky. We're here with Blinky.
Yep.
Tell me, okay, why am I calling you that now? Just to real quick get into that.
So, I'm kind of starting up the grind of getting into social media. I'm jumping into it. I feel like...
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about...
Fuck.
He's a little turnt right now. Anyways, this was funny. He always would be mad at me for looking at him, and I thought, now with this podcast, I'm going to be looking at you the whole time.
I know, and I get awkward when people stare at me. I don't know why. But nah, okay. Zen. So, yeah, so they're calling... I'm getting... fucking shit, bro.
It's okay. This is real. This is about being real. No cuts or clips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let him drink his drink and tell you. He's getting into wanting to stream gaming. Okay, he's streaming right now on YouTube. He's making new accounts, making clips, editing, getting into it.
Yeah, man, I've been streaming and... Oh, that's just stale as hell. It's a slow build-up. I see what you're working through, but... It's fun, dude. I'm just trying to get out there and, like, put what I'm good at out. My plans are, like, very big. I got a lot in store for what I want to do. Yeah. I'm just kind of starting the bumpy ride, I guess.
So, do you think there... Okay, you become a big streamer or whatever, gaming. Do you think then you would, at that point, go into your music career? Do you think you'd wait till then to, like, try and go after that?
No, I think, honestly, like, my main thing is I kind of... As kind of, like, crumbled up as it sounds, I really want to do it all together. Like,
that's fine. I want to do a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, like I like streaming, like interacting with the people that come, and I like just, I don't know, providing a source of entertainment. It's really cool when people can just sit there and like vibe with you, and like for who you are and like what you bring. So that's like really cool. And I also like the music thing too. It's just a genuine passion of mine. Like, you know, I've been
freestyling in the showers.
Yeah, every day. I don't miss a day. Like, it's just a genuine passion of mine that, like, if I can throw it in the mix with also something I'm starting to like doing, I think, like, that's just something I want to do. I just don't know. I haven't gotten to the point of how to approach it yet.
Yeah.
So that's been, like, the struggle, really.
So my question is this. Okay, say you get big in streaming and then you get big in music. Do you think one will take over the other, where you won't do it one as much as the other? I think music definitely would have to, like, I mean, touring and shows and recording, it has to, I feel like, be overwhelming.
It would, honestly. I feel like mainly it would just depend on, like, where I wanted to be headed, because, in all honesty, I would prefer, like, a dedicated group of fans than an entire fan base. I would much rather, like... If I had to do music meant me sat down, stream, and played video games, and then also drop music, and like I had what I wanted there, I would do that. Yeah. But if it's just something I didn't want to pursue anymore, like gaming, or if I wanted to go do music full time, if I had the chance, then yeah, I would do that. But whatever would just keep me kind of like a group of family, like fans of family, you know? Like I want people who appreciate me for me and like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that way, like, you show love to me, I can show love back to you equally, you know?
So far with streaming, if you had to put it in a percentage, what percent of them are being supportive compared to, like, the percentage that is negative towards you? Like, being hateful in the comments?
I'll be honest. So, I've been streaming, like, for the past month, and I don't have, like, a consistent schedule. I just kind of go on whenever. And... I haven't had, like, anyone try to bring me down. I've had people give me tips on, like, how to improve the stream.
Like corrective criticism and stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's never been, like, wow, look at you, 0 viewers. Yeah. It's never been anything rude. I've had people come in and talk some shit, because obviously I'm playing video games.
Yeah.
But in the end, you know, it's like, it don't really bother me too much.
As someone that is been doing the social media thing a little longer, and advice for you is all love all love and hate is support in the industry of content creation or anything. Anybody that's taking time out of your day to invest into your comments or likes or views. No matter what it is, it's a positive in the end.
I agree. I think it's all like a matter of how you take things too. Like me as a person, I feel like in life, I don't really, most things people say to me won't ever affect me. It's just kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
And a lot of people,
you connect with that.
And it's like, if any hate does come, well, when it comes, I'm sure it will. It's just a matter of like, it won't bother me any, and like you said, it's,
if anything, it gives
attention.
you content.
Yeah, I'll drop a freestyle about your hate comment. I don't really care, So
yeah, we've hate freestyled each other.
And I have a good time doing it. So.
Yeah, it's fun. So, just real quick with the music thing. If you could feature with anyone, any artist, who would it be? Number one artist that you would want to feature a song with, if you had the opportunity.
Man, I feel number one.
Yeah, you have to pick. Like, there can't be a top 5. This one is serious. Number one, no backouts.
Alive or no? Just anyone?
They have to be alive. I feel like that way it is possible. That way one day we could look back on this and be like, you did it.
Denzel Curry. If you could,
you're gonna be mad at me. I don't know who that is.
Oh no, you're fine. he's pretty big, but nah, Denzel Curry. Like,
do I listen to any of his songs?
I showed you a couple songs. He does some songs with JID.
Oh, okay.
He did that one freestyle, Black Flag freestyle with Mexican OT.
Oh, okay.
That's that one song. I like Denzel because his flow is so just rapid and hard, and everything he says, it hits. It makes sense. It's not just rhyming and it's all
it all goes together.
You're like, ooh, that's a bar, and you're just like, that's amazing. Denzel Curry would be someone really fun to make music with.
I almost appreciate, instead of picking someone that is, number 1 artist or number 5 artist or whatever, you pick someone that even, I don't know, based off of the quality and how you connect with their music, instead of their fan base or, how enlarged their audience is. How well known they are.
I think what a lot of people kind of mess up nowadays is people look at music a lot differently than what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Obviously we have things that mean certain things to us, but I feel like music is an art, and art can't really be it can be criticized for sure. People will always criticize stuff, but it just depends on how you look at it. You might come from a certain country and they might have their number 1 song, but to you it doesn't sound good. Music is music, and I feel like in order to love music, you have to be true to yourself, because in all actuality, it's what you love.
Yeah. It's what you interpret. It's what what you hear, not based off of what they said, but how you hear it.
Exactly. It's just what you give out. It's all heart and soul. If you really come from it from a genuine place and you have a good passion about it, it's all heart and soul. It's what you want to put into it.
So do you ever think you'll make a bar? Okay, this is a genuine question. Do you ever think there'll be a bar made where you talk about being born in prison?
Yeah, probably.
And with that, you have to give some intel as to why I say that.
Oh, I got you. So I've dotted along the lines of kind of making a bar.
Life started in prison or whatever,
Grew up from the scrap. No. But and I've thought about it for sure. It would be a hard bar.
Because who else? What other rapper have you heard that's been born in prison?
No.
So to be the first rapper born in prison.
Yeah, that would be a flex, Mama did some time,
Yeah.
That's some shit.
You were cuffed up as a baby,
Shit, came out with the stick and poke, fool.
Yeah. That's when I think about hard, it's how could you even say you're hard, remotely hard, or even comparable, when you got this guy that his life, his first breath, first everything starts in a prison.
Women's penitentiary, dog.
Yeah.
It's a rough life in there. I don't tell you about that.
And this isn't any okay, it's prison in Utah or prison. This is Cali prison.
Madera State Penitentiary
is where his life started, where he heard those females spitting bars in their cells.
First breath, bro. First breath. I heard everyone banging on the wall, making beats and burning gum wrappers together. It's a rough life to start out as,
Yeah. I mean, it is cool though. If you think about it, just to say that, Like, I can't say that. I can't say I was born in prison.
I remember when I was like a
I was
kid.
conceived in rehab, but that ain't shit. Like in a rehab situation. That means they're getting better. They're not getting consequences.
That treatment working, bro.
Yeah, I'm a sober Sally.
Nah, bro. I remember when I was a kid, dude. I'd like walk around in school, and everybody was like, "Oh, I'm from like wherever." I don't know. I'd be like, "I was born in prison." They don't.
I doubt they would ever believe you.
I think it was all like a big lie, but I was serious about it. You know, I was.
That'd be dope if you had like baby pictures. Her just handcuffed to the bed.
She's all older than you, bro. Orange jumper or some shit.
That was straight
sick.
Parted open. Wait, so you were born like no C-section, right? You were like vagina birth.
I was a 10.5 pound baby.
Yeah, for anybody that's questioning, like I'm not that tall. Like I'm average height. This boy tall.
I'm 6'3".
Females, a lot of people have measured him to say otherwise, but I believe it to be so.
I am 6'3". I don't got the papers to prove it. The visa's out, but I'm here. I haven't left. Living life, you know.
So what percentage of you would you say is Mexican? Like, you're white, your mom's white, but like what percentage of is your dad fully Mexican? Like,
yeah,
in a way.
Yeah.
So why are you so white?
I think maybe it was a prison swap out or something.
You think there was another baby born and you were swapped?
No.
Like everybody, like, I mean, really, I'm not Mexican, but bro's white.
I play video games. And I won't lie. I feel like I have dark features.
Yeah, you have black hair, dark eyes.
That's about it.
You know, big eyebrows.
About it. I get the stash, like the Tapatio stash.
Yeah.
Like I'm.
And you pronounced that pretty well. That was.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, we gotta teach you Spanish. I don't know it, but that'd be good for you.
I learned a word today.
What? Is it a swear word?
No.
Is it a nasty
it's like
word?
Clown, like payaso, I think, or payaso. I don't know.
If you're wrong, you're gonna get so much heat in the comments.
I don't give a shit.
You know what's crazy though? Really, out of all my podcasts, the first one with me and you, where we're wasted passing bottles, has way more watch time than the rest, and I've had it on private for 3 months.
Yeah.
So how is it that none of the other ones have surpassed that?
It's just.
Is it the realism from it?
I'll be honest. I think it was because the passing of the bottle and the things that were said. Because I
maybe
remember,
a little controversial. Maybe, I don't know.
I know, like, for sure, a couple people told us, like, oh, y'all shouldn't have that on there. You should get rid of that video. But the video itself was just genuine.
Yeah.
Like, it was
being real.
Video.
It wasn't censoring for people's feelings.
Yeah.
And, you know, because this, I mean, not to get any political or anything, because I don't want to go that way with this, but people are sensitive. And not so sensitive, like, oh, I'm sensitive about that, but it's to where they make it everyone's problem, how they feel about something.
Yeah.
One thing, just to put out there, not everybody has, not that they should hate on you, but not everybody has to support or like you in what you're doing. And you shouldn't rely on them to continue doing what you're doing. If you're happy and content with what you're doing, as long as it's not no sick shit, you do you, but you don't need to have us support you.
Agreed.
That should come naturally. Like, if you were like, support me, I should support you already if I love you. But some random fool shouldn't support you.
I agree.
Unless they like what you're doing.
I agree. I feel like I just had a massive brain fart.
Yeah, he's not mentally here.
Yeah.
It's the wrong time for him.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe
little
me too.
early. But
It's 7 p.m.
But no, yeah, that video came from a genuine place. And I won't lie, like, the vibe, like, when you watch that video, the vibe you get, I remember, like, rewatching it, like, just you and me, before we posted and everything, and just the vibe of it felt like two frat guys sitting in a basement. Just,
We're both wearing wife beaters, backwards hat on me.
Two unks talking to people, giving, like, just stupid advice and stories. Like, it was just so goofy and dumb.
It wasn't like us watching what we're saying and everything. I mean, to a point, yes, but like we were very like genuine and open and no care for how people were going to interpret it.
And it was some funny experiences in life. Like, and I won't lie, like when I'm sitting there at work or just day to day and I hear someone start telling a funny story or just an experience, I'm gonna tune in, you know, like what you got going on over here. And that was some good stuff, bro. That was really funny.
So what would you say is right now your biggest distraction from going 100% hard on your dreams outside of work?
I think if I'm gonna be 100% honest, just work ethic. It's more or less like, excuse me,
Like doing it no matter how hard or whether or not you want to in that moment.
exactly, like knowing
Like
that
editing.
knowing that I should do it. And this is like my big fault is when it comes down to it, is because I need to fix this. It's like knowing that, okay, I have a long video to edit or a clip to edit, a short to post or whatever. I kind of sit back and it's like, I'll do it later. And obviously that later turns into,
Tomorrow, next week, 3 months from now.
And that's my big fault, is just, and it's weird because I get to talking with you and I'm like, in that moment I'm like, yeah, I want to do it right there.
You have
right
that drive.
I have that drive. And then like the downfall is when I come home to myself, I get too comfortable and I'm like, yeah, I'll kind of just do what I don't want to do, you know? Or
My only
Yeah.
tip with that is almost like the other day I spent, I think, like off and on 15 hours editing a podcast. Like off and on, because previous guest he told me, he gave me tips, obviously I'm going to take it. He said I would cut it in this many times. Well, if you take a 49-minute video and you cut it every 3 seconds, that means you got swipe, cut. How long is that going to take? Forever. It took me forever. And then I had to do that with the King Cuzzo one. And that's part of the craft. If you have passion for something, then you have to have passion for all of it. It's like it's like basketball or football player, the passion for the practice to the sport, like playing the game,
I think that's another problem of mine too, is because like I look at it as like a chore.
I do too.
I'm like, oh, I gotta edit.
But you just gotta force.
I think I need to look at it as like the rewarding fact though of it is like I can get myself out there to like hopefully reach people, because like every day like I can always be like, I'll start a stream and be like, oh, why am I only getting 10 people in here? Like, why can't I get more? And then it falls back to the fact, did you put your work out today?
Yeah.
What'd you do today to gather more people? Because me jumping on the stream, I'll probably get one person, maybe.
Yeah, which is just them scrolling and finding it. You got to almost build that connection throughout all social media. That's why you got to do the clips. But it's like this. It doesn't matter if you say tomorrow or later. It's just you having the realization that you're prolonging your success. So say this, right? Say if every time that you knew you had to, you did it immediately, success would come 10 times quicker, right? Than if you were like, okay, I'm at it and I'm at it next week when I feel like it, and then you're a week late. So it's like a cigarette day takes this much off your life. This waiting takes that much time off of being successful, That's the only thing I've had to realize. Like, I struggle with it because, like, at this point in the early stages of doing content, you have to do all of it. You have to edit, you have to film, you have to set up, you have to arrange, you have to think.
It's a grind, yeah.
But if you do it all quick and perfect now, you can reach that point where you have editors, you have people turning your streams into real videos, you have all this stuff. So it's all about that first year, really, on your own, doing it all by yourself. If you do it as consistent and fast and quality as possible, then it's inevitable that in time you won't have to you hop on the stream, you say your piece, and then you get off and you go chill in the pool with a bunch of fine shorties while two people are at computers all day clipping your shit for however much you pay them.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about prolonging. Like, think about this, like I was telling you, like, if we stay consistent like we were 9 months ago, we could be right now on a private jet to fucking somewhere.
Oh yeah, the opportunities. The grind.
So it's all about taking that simple little success right now. Like, I'm gonna watch this movie, I'm gonna jerk off, I'm gonna do whatever. That simple little happiness now, instead of grinding out for the potential continuous excitement later. It's like how consistent you are with your content could be how consistent you are with having all this success and happiness and money.
I have a question for you. How do you feel seeing that the grind you've put in and all the hours you're putting in are starting to like grow? Because obviously haven't said to
Yeah.
them yet, but congratulations, our boy just hit 345 oh.
It went down. People unsubscribed.
You fucking idiot. No, I'm kidding.
We're at 337 right now.
337.
Yeah.
What were you at 2 days ago?
187.
187. That's
Crazy.
like
Almost 200. Like 150.
that's like
150.
100. That's like a lot of subs for us to. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like right now I am not getting the 100% reward for that work put in. See, at a job, you're 9 to 5. You do your work, and you know you will get paid after this much work. But there is no knowing right now. It's all so. This takes so much more than just showing up and doing your work and knowing you're going to get paid. Imagine if you went to work and you didn't know when you were going to get paid.
Suck.
It'd suck, right?
Yeah.
So with this content thing, you don't know when it'll blow up. You don't know when you'll make a little bit of money. You don't know when you can do it full time. It's all about believing in yourself so much that, like, having, if you can vision it for yourself. I'm not saying like, oh, I can vision myself flying like Superman, but I envision interviewing people that are huge in the world. I envision all this, like, you know, being able to travel and all that. So therefore, the only excuse for me not getting there is myself.
I see.
Like, if you can picture yourself on a stage in front of 1,000 people, 2,000, 600,000 people performing, or a stream with 2 million people in it, then the grind every day is what builds up to it.
When you put, I have a question for you again. When you put all the work into your videos, like editing and doing all your stuff, right? And like you said, you probably take like 3 hours or whatever for like a clip or a video of. What angers you? Is it the fact that like people don't watch it, or like people don't watch it enough, or like, you know, like what angers you that people will subscribe rather than watch the videos, or like what kind of ticks you off about the whole grind and coming up? Because you've obviously, like, you know, started from scratch.
I would say it's not the progression or the audience, or let me say this, it's not how they're reacting to my videos per se. It's it not reaching the audience it's for. So like, you can't determine where the app will push the video, you know. Like, videos that hit your For You page don't hit mine always. So I guess what bugs me just a little bit is knowing that my videos are not being shown to the right audience, and instead of being mad at it, I got to figure out what I could change. Is it the hashtags? Is it, what's funny about this is it's kind of like you interviewing me too, but anyways, it's not that. Is it the hashtags? What is it that's keeping it from the right audience? Because obviously there's a lot of people that like podcasts a lot, right? And I'd say me not having it on Apple Music or Spotify is a downer, or me not filming on the best quality camera. But right now, I'm just taking it a day at a time. One minor success. That 10 viewers you have, there is someone else that has 8. You know?
That's
so
how I always look at it, yeah.
If you just gotta think like that. I mean, if you have 0, then I don't know. I don't think there's anything less than that. But if you have any amount of viewers that are, you know, because think about today's generation too. We're swiping. No one wants to stay and watch. But if someone's watching you, then that's crazy. Like,
that's pretty cool.
One of my people on my streams, Austin, I'll shout him out, and Cheese, and Penguin, and a couple others. Void. There's a few. That, like, especially Austin, he'd be on there the whole time, start to finish. And to know, like, they could be doing so much better stuff. They could be watching stuff that's so much better. But just the fact that I give them some kind of just because I give them some kind of feeling is why they stay, and I appreciate them.
That's the cool thing, is like, because I was streaming on YouTube, and like I get a lot of like scrolls. So like people will like find, I'll get a viewer off, viewer off, viewer off. So like you'll see my number go from like, I normally average around 10, but like whatever, you know, it'll fluctuate. And like, what was I gonna say?
How you feel about it? I don't know.
Oh, like
your viewers.
It's just cool to see, like, I don't know, like you said, like people just sit there and like enjoy watching you. And like me, I'm just sitting there playing a video game, and half the time I don't even talk.
Like, you're entertaining yourself.
I forget I stream, and that's like a bad thing. Like, I'll be forgetting and I'll start raging out, whatever, you know. But like people will sit there and like, oh, that was funny, you know, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm streaming, I better start talking, you know. So it's really cool to see people like want to interact with you. And then like I have a lot of like people will talk to each other in my chat. So it'll be like I'll be sitting there gaming and I'll read all this stuff and they're just having conversations. So they're sitting in my chat talking to other people while watching.
Yeah,
me.
I love when the chat talks to each other.
It's so cool because you're like, oh,
and they become
like
familiar.
Community. Yeah, I have like a little group, like homies, you know.
Yeah. So if I had like one suggestion to you, and I'm not anyone to give advice because I haven't made it right, like, but I've made it farther than yesterday.
Advice is advice. You know?
Yeah, it all depends how you take it. But you've talked about like helping me financially because I'm invested all my stuff. If I was to do anything, if I was to plant anything in your brain, I would force you with your passion to obsess over streaming. That you make a decent amount of money. I don't know where half that shit goes. Same with mine, but I don't know how that shit goes. If you spent like 2 months turning your room into a fucking studio and going actually hard and giving him the best camera quality that you could, best mic quality, not no fucking headset mic, a real mic, and all this, and had a screen for your chats and everything, and had, you know, all of a sudden you're streaming now on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick or whatever, because you could do all three, I'm pretty sure, or at least two. You could stream on multiple. If I was to tell you to do anything, it would be to invest in yourself. Progression comes when you're willing to sacrifice the money you have to invest in a potential future.
And that's the thing, is I feel like when you're kind of diving into this all, it's like a full-blown commitment or a half-assed job, you know?
Yeah, it could have been like me doing the podcast with just the phone, no mics, and just, you know, the AC's in the background, you know, me just like, yelling at the phone. Like,
yeah, it's either like you give a shit or you don't. And I feel like I'm at like the crossing point where I'm like, I know I'm just gonna dive into like, okay, I'm gonna give a shit here soon. It's just the fact of like, I need to push myself to do that, because I know I'm like, I want to do it and I have the strive for it. I just don't have the work ethic or the effort.
It's like, weren't you telling me Kai Sinat, you know, rats running, wasn't it Kai?
Yeah, Kai Sinat, yeah.
You have a whole other room. You could turn into a legitimate studio, sound, foam, all this shit. I bet you could build a whole setup for under $1,000.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, and yeah, like you said, like Kai Sinat had rats running around his room, and he was encouraged to stream by his friends, and look where he's at now, you know, like, it's crazy where like you and me, right? Like, let's say from a year from now, we can start with a grain of salt and end out with like a whole brick. Yeah. Right? Like we can be set. It's just how much you want to put into it. And like, I feel like that's just something I need to.
Would you say you're competitive?
Competitive?
Yeah.
To a certain point, yeah. Yes.
So I want you to become competitive with me, outgrow me, become more successful with me within this.
I could try.
And just know, by trying, you can't fail. You can't like fail in the end. You could fail repetitively, but if you keep trying, there's no way you fail.
And like, I don't know, and that's a big come down to is like believing, like being scared of failure.
Yeah,
motherfucker. You know how many times I've done ran and tripped? You know how many times I've tried a kickflip and got a skateboard end up the ass? I don't care about failure. I'm gonna do it. You know.
Yeah.
It just depends if I want to take the L that day.
Yeah, like just the other day with that foot race.
Yeah.
You raced me before. Hunter should have known.
Yeah, you beat Hunter.
His shoes were falling off. We'll give him that.
Vans.
Yeah. They're for skating or what?
Like, okay, buddy.
God. But yeah, if I could tell you anything, and this is something that we don't have enough of in this media thing, is no one wants you to succeed more than them. They want you to succeed, but never more than them. I want you to genuinely succeed more than me. And when you do, no if, but when, then you can help me grow, you know, or vice versa. But I want you to try as if you were trying to beat me.
We'll see.
Like, your life is on the line. Like, you know, when you look at two potential futures, you see your day-to-day life now. You work, you go home, you chill, whatever. Or you could have this crazy thing, you know? So it's like, sure, you either like put a little work in and have this basic life, or you put like a fuck ton right now and have this extravagant life where you and your shorties on a boat, you know? It's like,
yeah. I and that's the thing is like, I feel like talking with you more recently is like helping me go towards like that goal.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I talk to you and I just get so fired up. I'm like, my God, I can rule the world right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and do it. I'm gonna go home and do it. An hour goes by, and get off work, go home, and I'm like, I need to take a shit, smoke some weed, dude. I'm fucking laid out for the day, son. I'm tired, bro.
I think you do need to come up
Arms hurt.
streaming. The viewers want to know when you're going to be there, so you definitely need to come up with a schedule.
Yeah.
If it just has to be 30 minutes a day, then do that. Stream for 30 minutes, but it has to be at the same time. You gotta get on with that and understand that.
And another thing too, I'm very like, I get like shy and like embarrassed and like, not embarrassed, but like, I don't know, you know, like when the blood hits you, you know, it's when your face gets all red, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, oh. And like,
someone comes up to the window right now and wants to fight. What are you doing?
I'm probably gonna hit him in his nose. But that's violence. That's different.
It's not different.
No.
It's not different because you're put on the spot, just like you're put on the spot with the stream.
I
react. You gotta react.
Yeah, well, like, I was gonna say, like, content, because I also, like, I have some funny TikTok ideas, bro. Like, I could make some funny stuff. I just get so, like, nervous.
Who are you scared of seeing it? Like, obviously, who cares, like, random people, but, like...
It's not who sees it. I'm, like, I don't know why, but I'm, like, worried about how people see me. But at the end, it's
if you
like,
posted it,
I don't give
day.
a fuck, you know?
I've never seen a TikTok of yours. Like, come on my For You page. If I saw you, I would be happy.
Yeah, like, dude, I've told you some ideas. Like, I think differently. Probably not the healthiest. I know I think outside the box.
But that's what blows up.
Exactly. And, like, I have ideas, and I get, like, worried about how people are going to see me. And I'm like, do I want to be out there like that?
Yeah.
Which is, like, I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, it's, like, for some reason, when it comes to, like, social media, I do.
This is what I do. I don't, even if I'm not putting any effort in, like my TikToks, my lip syncing ones, there's no effort. I select the sound that I did 4 days prior, and I lip sync it real quick and post it. I don't even put a quote because it's just about like putting yourself into this rhythm where you force yourself to do it. You have the idea. All you gotta do, you can even record it and feel good. It's about hitting that post button. And you're like, fuck. You know what you do? Just like my first time sending a dick pic. You fucking press the button.
Shut the phone off.
You press the button, you throw it, you don't even think about it.
You put your hands on your head like, oh, shit.
And then when you come back to TikTok and you have 1 million fucking likes or views, then you're like, damn, you know? It sometimes takes that. So what you need to do is for real.
Yeah.
Press post and swipe out of TikTok, don't enter it again.
I think I might.
And make it to where it saves it automatically to your phone.
I will.
And then after it saves automatically to your phone, post it on your Instagram Reels, post it on your YouTube Shorts. And all of a sudden, like I know people that have grown to 1 million subscribers just from YouTube Shorts. And you make money off that too. It's not as much. It's not as crazy because long form.
Good money though.
Yeah, it's great.
Money's money.
I'm telling you, you just gotta do it.
That's the thing. I just Shia LaBeouf, man.
Like you know me, I'm made for this in a way that you see how I talk to people. Like even at work.
Yeah,
I talk to them in a way like I bring that out of you. I talk to them in a way like I don't give a fuck. Like, you know.
Yeah, you treat life like it's a video game, low-key.
Yeah.
Like it's just dialogue between fucking random characters or some shit.
And you have to believe that because like when you think about anybody doing social media, they are believing that they are putting out the best of that niche or whatever. And I always struggle with that. Like, what's my niche? What is it? But right now I can say interview podcast, but I also like to do the pranks or the, you know, interviews or whatever, you know, like what is it? And I think my niche on this is just being real. Because a lot of celebrities don't get treated like real people.
Yeah.
They get bombarded with fucking paparazzi and people screaming and all this. Not even treating them like a real person. Like I get it, they have fame, but anybody I admire or listen to or watch, I see them in public, it's not gonna be nothing crazy like that because I understand they're just trying to live a day. And I'd hope that, you know, if that respect went around, they would want to hang out with viewers. They would be cool if you weren't outside their fucking mansion with a camera, you know?
Yeah, being weird and shit. Isaac asked me like a couple of days ago. He's like, what do you have to offer? Like, what do you think is like special about you?
Yeah, that's important.
Like, the most basic answer I could ever think of was just like, I'm just me. Like, there's nothing to me. I won't lie. Like, I have moments where I'm funny, but I'm not the funniest. And I have moments where
I don't know, you're pretty funny.
Yeah. But I have like you know, like I'll rage out. Like I have things that are unique to me and me alone. Like,
and that's why
I'm just a
You have
person.
every opportunity as anyone else. People believe you need to be special. Nah, everybody's special because they're unique. You put yourself out there. Like, I mean, look at anyone. Leo Skeppy had plenty of money. He just knew he was a funny motherfucker and went on and posted. You know? Or anyone.
True.
It's just about simply doing this. I don't care if you post thirst traps and don't think they're thirsty. You know? You fucking post them.
Thirsty.
You don't think the viewers are thirsty for this shit? You post it because, you know what? That's effort put in.
Yeah.
Love or hate, even if it's the most cringy shit in the world, you know that shit's blowing up. It's a win, no matter what. It is a win. And even 10 years from now, like, you see TikTokers or YouTubers that fall off, but they're still known for that one dumbass thing they said. Like, how many times, like
Vines or some shit?
Yeah, no hate to Bryce Hall because I want you on the podcast, but like him saying, I never claimed to be a fighter, I'm not a fighter, and then he did claim to be a fighter. You know, that's trending consistently. So maybe it's not what you want to be the most viral thing of you, but if you could have one thing that just makes you a viral person, it's crazy.
Boom. Like the hot Tua girl.
Yeah, that's all she did. Famous, merch, everything, millionaire.
That guy's looking at me funny.
Well, not every day do you see two people podcasting in a car wash.
At least we're not kissing. Make it a lot weirder. Imagine driving past that. Fucking weirdos.
Microphones, the headphones on. You know?
The fuck is that?
But that's why I try and be like, real, like, what's special about you, you know? That's why when I do these interviews, I try to act like, well, not act. I'm always very intrigued of what people are telling me about their lives because I just genuinely believe everybody has a story. But I try to understand, and I try to also, like, not be fake. Like, if I notice something, like, Forrest was on here and I told him how it is. I mean, I genuinely think he could be a music artist. I told him, even if all his songs were bad, I believe he can make it just because of his energy. And his songs, I like all of them. It's just about being real.
He's got a lot of potential, honestly. I like sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but like when I jumped in his live and I asked him that question, like, what do you want your music to bring to people and like inspire? It's just because I wanted to like see where his mind was at when it comes to it all.
Yeah.
Because I like people with like good intentions.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I want my music to like mean something to people. Like I want it to bring joy. I want
help people, save people.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, that's great. Like that's
instead of I want fucking $40 million in a mega yacht.
I mean, obviously, money, fame comes with it. Everyone wants that, right? But like, if your intentions are good from the start,
and you understand you're not going to get it immediately,
exactly. Like you have my full support, and that's one person. Like, even though I don't know him as well as you do, but I've like seen enough of him from you, and like he's on my TikTok now. Just like he has my hand of support to like go up. Like if there's anyone I want to give props to, that's a guy.
Yeah,
he deserves it. He's putting work in, grinding.
Yeah. So just like that, like even him, anxiety, right? Mm-hmm. So like that means you have like some kind of splash of anxiety when it comes down to this. You just gotta overpower that shit. I don't care if you smoke 2 blunts before you do it or whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do, just do you, because the only thing you'll never regret what you did to try, but you'll always regret what you didn't.
True.
One day when you're like, damn, I had all that talent for freestyling, all that, I can understand music.
Oh, it'll
better
never
than
leave.
But the question is, did you put it to its first full potential?
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I've always told you, like, I don't want to do music because I feel like I need to polish my sword more, you know, like I need to get better. But the thing is like, I've gotten to a point in level where, like, I'm not gonna say I'm better than most people.
I can say this. I've heard some shitty artists, and that's no offense to them because I gotta give them props. They're popping off, and it's not even like the music. It's the delivery. It's the confidence. That's all that matters. You confident with that shit? You build that confidence behind it. You could say gibberish. I can go but if I have a baller ass music video and real confidence for it, someone's bobbing their head.
That's the thing. I feel like, and I'm like, dude, like. The world now, you can get famous for making a song that sounds like shit if it's got a good line in it.
Yeah.
That shit will become a meme. I mean, like...
That's what I'm saying. Why not try?
Exactly.
You knew no matter where it went, if it was good or bad, it could potentially become something that's big.
I feel like music I have a decent excuse for because I just don't have, like, because I want it to be good though. You know,
Yeah,
like,
but you don't have any excuse. I could provide you with 10 studios, 10 producers, 10 people making beats right now.
I
could have you in the studio with a written song fucking Saturday. That's tomorrow. Produced and fucking out on Monday morning under the name Iblynki.
I guess, yeah. I'm just a homebody, bro. Just a homebody.
If I could fucking steal your talents, I would. Put them to use. Like that kid with the basketball steals the basketball from the basketball player and gets his fucking power for shooting. I'd steal that shit from you.
I need that. Or why would I need that? You need that.
So now I'm a shitty freestylist.
Yeah. No, I really need to just put, like, I don't know.
Like, think about it, ready?
Put it to use, bro.
You can buy this and that and a computer. Probably one check.
True.
You could be
all day.
You can get a keyboard.
I could. I really could. I was looking at Ableton. I was gonna buy.
You need to get off that fucking bidding app that you're on. This guy bids on clothes all day. Random clothes on this app that does live bidding.
I got 3 pairs of Jordans. I got 2 Travis Scott t-shirts.
You better give me a pair. I'm busted right now.
I got some good cops, man. I got some good cops. Whatnot. Gamble your life away.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bro's at work. I'm working, and he's just like, "That is fucking stolen."
I got some new J's. All worn and shit. Like, yeah.
I won.
This one's only got 1 scuff mark. Fuck.
Nah, but for real, like, I'd say you're letting yourself down, but not pursuing everything you can that you're good at. You're better than me at gaming. You're better than me at rapping. And you're better than most. So therefore, you're just a talent locked in a closet. You're just locked in the room.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy to say, like,
I can get you in a studio tomorrow. I'm being serious. $100,000 studio tomorrow.
That is crazy to say, like, oh, I'm better than most, and don't fucking do it.
It doesn't matter if you're not doing anything with it.
I don't even make videos. I just do it for fun.
Be like, I'm a pro skater, but I don't skate. You know, like,
I don't own a skateboard.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, I just realized, like, it does sound really dumb. So.
Think about, like, how your music could help people or inspire people. How you're also making them wait on you. You could change 1,000 people's lives, 100,000 people's lives tomorrow just by dropping a song.
Good.
Someone could be vibing out to your music instead of listening to nothing. You know, it's like,
sure,
the potential's endless. You have all opportunity.
And I'm just, I need to throw it in there because I'm just kind of
like, realistically, we can record a song right now with what we have. Like, realistically, maybe not we. I can sing a little.
Nah, I feel like I'd help you come with some hard verses. It'd be some good shit.
I feel like I can use the voice, but maybe not come up with my own.
Easy. It's easy work. Yeah, no, I feel like, and like the connections too. The connections, like, just
that I made, especially.
Yeah, that have been made, or just I have like so many opportunities. I'm just not. I don't know why. I get like, I don't know if it's like toxic humbling to myself, but I'll be like,
too good for it or what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know who I am. I don't need to.
Like, I don't give a fuck. You know,
I'm
like,
good.
It's literally like a toxic humble on my own end, because I'll be like, I don't need to make a song. I'm too good. You know, like
Alvin's
dumb shit like that.
Earlier at work, freaking homeboy sits there and listens to a whole 3-minute freestyle of yours without even like a thought of leaving. He's like, the fact that I've memorized all of them and I sing them like it's a song out on the radio is enough motivation, I think, within itself to get you producing music. Like, you don't need the equipment. You write a song, you have the beat you bought, we take it to the studio, they run it, they do it a couple times, different takes, boom, you have a song out. Enough promotion, all of a sudden all the people I've made are promoting your song, you're fucking famous tomorrow. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. You don't need it to be perfect.
And that's the thing, is like the time I've spent, Tristan. So like, dude, when I was like starting to rap, I would study a metronome and put it to beats and listen to like BPMs and learn like, okay, that's a loop, the beat's gonna drop right now. Like, I like think about it, every time you rap, like I know everything. I'll be like, it's gonna, like, you'll be like, is it dropped? I'm like, it'll drop right now. Drop.
So imagine that. Imagine if someone like studied their whole life on how to be like a NASCAR driver
and didn't drive a car,
and just is the guy with the flag.
Didn't want their license. You know, like you know, and that's the thing is like I sat there for like, dude, like I'd get off school, I would be in school rapping, get off school, freestyle rapping, just like walking to the bus, on the bus, get home, play beats and whatever, right, do whatever I had to do, and like I literally like I failed school because I wanted to like pursue this, and I polished my sword so much because my plan was like, I'm gonna become the best, I'm gonna be the best, right? And I tried working so hard to the point where like I'm at where I'm at now, and I'm kind of like,
I think where you're at now is that you have to produce a shitty song to
exactly
improve.
Like,
look at any artist out there and look at their first song.
Yeah,
not in my playlist.
And like, I'll be honest, I'll be okay if the lyrics sound good, as like, you know, the beat's like, well, shit, you know, as long as like I can just rap. I don't know, I just wanted to sound decent, and I'm making excuses.
I think right now you're just, what you need is that critiquing from the outside source, the people that are actually listening.
And help. I need help too. You know, like, I'm always down for some help for anyone. Like, if anyone reached out, like, I always take shit as like constructive criticism. Unless you're just hating, suck a dick and die. I don't care. You know, and then, but if you're gonna be like, yeah, bro, you can switch this up, it'll sound better.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So that's all I gotta say is the only thing that's keeping you from those things is you. I got you with the fucking, I can get you in the studio. That's all I'm saying. I can get you recording tonight. And that's how serious I am. And not even in like a home studio. I mean a serious studio. I have connects deep right now.
Yeah.
I made so many, I can't even tell you. Like the ones I show you is crazy, but like it goes farther than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start having to like, I'm at a point where like, I don't know what I should do from home. Like, should I find a beat that I really like and buy to it and then rap to it? Or should I like find someone to help me make a beat exactly how I want it? You know, like I don't know where I'm at. Like I don't know how to step into it or just get on BandLab and make a shitty song and, you know, build up from there. And
I mean, not a lot of people are willing to give you cheat codes because obviously they had to learn throughout their own process. But I believe maybe tomorrow or the next day I can get you in contact with people that are doing it, that aren't too big to ignore it, that will willingly, like, even, I mean, they all learn from making their own beats and they have the equipment. Maybe they would be willing to, like, help you produce something.
Share some knowledge, you know, spit game.
Because, especially the people I've come in contact with, all very positive people that want to see other people grow. And, like, even with my connections, you know, like the other day, the barber, this is how much he supports me. He's giving me ideas, telling me these things, and then he's like, sees my hair and he's like, nah, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I told him this. I ain't got no money. I sat there, I just talked to him. The business owner, he gives me his Instagram. He says, let me check out your studio. It's the truck. But he's like, you know, and then the barber is like, homie, you know, he's a great guy, you know, producing music, country music, and, you know, doing barbering on the side and whatnot, if that's the right word. Barbering? Cutting hair, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
He says, no, let me clean you up real quick. And he gives me a clean cut. It cleans up my hair. And, you know.
That's a real one.
It's because, you know, when you're in the small community of people that haven't yet grown, a lot of them aren't too
negative.
Yeah, they'll support one another because it's all about networking, you know. That way, one day, you know, we're all supporting each other, and when we blow up, we're all in the same grade, you know. Like there's people from first grade that have been blown up for a long time, and then, you know, we're in a grade right now that haven't yet graduated.
Not gonna lie, that barber you got is a pretty cool guy, because I remember he'd send you some messages and stuff, and he's a
telling us to get off the bottles and stop drinking and focus and all
cool
that.
Cool cat for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if anything, I would appreciate you posting your TikTok ideas. I would watch them. I'd like them. I'd repost them. Who cares?
Yeah.
Do it.
I need to. I really need to.
Yeah, make the new accounts like I told you, and make your name something. Make Blinky the next, you know,
Blinky.
Whoever.
Next me.
Become the best you can be, and
is there another Blinky?
Your brother.
I had the name before. He literally copied me.
Yeah, he's the big Blinky 33.
So stupid. I told him to change his name, but
I've never heard of another one. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
you have You have a name. It's unique to you. I haven't heard of anybody else. Act on it. Build this name. Even if you can't pursue music now, you build this platform, and then you're like, I'm about to start dropping music now. You know, they're like, what? And at first they're like, canny, but then they listen to it and they're like, wow. Okay, so now you have this audience that was watching you stream and be a different person to now this kind of rap persona, and they're gonna be there to support it.
Yeah,
and they'll critique you the best because they know you, and then they've watched you.
And that would be sick too, like a whole crossover, like starting here and moving to here. That would be sick.
How the? Ain't no way. 52 minutes? That's crazy.
Is this longer than most?
Yeah, I've been keeping like 32, 30, something. I don't know. But yeah, like, it's okay.
Hell yeah.
And we didn't even really dive deep into like interviewing you. It's just been like a story.
No, this
has been like motivational speaking.
Just talking low key, like low key a pod. Like,
so like, should it almost be called like? What should the title be? Like motivational speaking with Blinky?
What the hell was that thing? Anyway,
what motivational speaking with Blinky?
We could. You want the title? Welcome home,
Blinky.
Blinky. I don't know. I would probably.
I don't know. It almost has to be like either interviewing
or like returning
life stories with. I've been doing them. All the podcasts have been called life stories with. So far,
you can. I don't. You can just. I'm sure you'll come up with something good. I'm okay with whatever. I mean, yeah, this really hasn't been like a
interview.
Yeah, I mean at the start, yeah, and then it kind of just went like we're vibing, chilling.
Yeah.
I know you know everything.
I'll ask
about
Chat
me.
GBT like everybody else. Yeah.
I need to use that too. That's how I'm get big on content.
So if you were gonna describe your streaming and what you stream, and to get the viewers of this to watch you, what would you say?
All right. If y'all want a selling point, if you're looking for someone who's just genuine to themselves, I'm pretty much a chill guy. If you guys can't tell by like how I am just sitting here, like I'm really chill. I don't care for like big numbers or anything. I just want like a small group of people who love me for what I do and like what I can give them, you know. And like obviously the love goes both ways. And I play Rainbow Six Siege, other games, whatever other games. I've streamed like 6 different games, just having fun. I just play whatever.
And how would they find you on YouTube? Is it just Blinky? And how would you spell it? Like what's the
BLYNKI Blinky. That's
I might
me.
throw a cool edit in there later.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be like a
you gotta
B.
You gotta get my profile picture there too, because it's like a little baby, like
with his hat and everything.
But yeah, so and like that's it, man. Like obviously,
he's very okay. I was his friend. He's very funny, out of pocket as fuck. He'll say things that might concern you, but also make you laugh. He has that dark humor, and once he gets his face cam and gets more, confident with it, I guarantee you won't be able to get off. I guarantee you won't leave, and his clips will be everywhere, promoted by me, and more. And we'll also have him in pranks or interviews later.
Yeah, there's a lot of big plans coming, so for those who want to come and watch the beginning steps, it'd be much appreciated. And for those who find me up there the staircase and watch me fuck, I'm kidding. I love you. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's all.
And everybody follow him on all platforms at Blinky, so you could see freestyling, game clips, and other comedic videos that he comes up with and will post, because I'll force him. This is Blinky, aka my boy David, aka previous videos. You can go watch him. Later.
Peace.
Peace.